We've been chatting about what it takes for a woman to start her own business with our guest Shar Moore, who knows firsthand the hard work involved in running successful businesses. Here we are again. How important do you feel the support of your family and friends have been in this process?
Unbelievably amazing. And I think it's really important to have that. However, I might just caution anyone out there who's, you know, maybe looking at starting their own business as well, because sometimes our friends and family will overprotect us and they'll actually hold us back in their comfort zone. So I did actually notice I went through a natural cleansing process of some friends who, out of their best interest for me, were trying to hold me back, saying, oh, I probably wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't go there, I wouldn't do this. And they do that just out of that overprotective nature. They don't want us to get hurt. And sometimes it can be that if we do step out into that new space, we might succeed, therefore we're going to leave them behind. So I think it's important, if you have got supportive family, great. If you don't, find it outside, but find it from somewhere. It's very important.
All right, that's good. That sort of delves into the next question, but what advice would you give women who are considering starting their own business? Because that would be one of them. Ignore
Absolutely. Ignore it, and if you really believe it is the right business, then go for it. The other thing that I would recommend that everybody on the planet has, especially someone starting a business, is a mentor. I have a mentor. I've always had a mentor. Sometimes I'll have 3 mentors for different areas of my life and business. Not one person can succeed without someone else giving them a bigger picture, and one person having your back is worth gold, because you will have times where you'll doubt yourself, you'll wonder if this is the right decision, the right way. Tiger Woods still has a coach. How many golf balls has he hit? How great is he? Everybody needs a mentor, so find yourself someone that aligns with your passion. I mentor businesses because I love to help people step up and believe that they can do it, so it's an integral part. And the other key thing, advice that I would give, is really understand your why. I'm nicknamed the why woman for a reason, because I believe without your why or your purpose, there's nothing that's going to drive you. Some days you'll wake up and the fear, which is false evidence appearing real, it will appear so big that you can't move. You get that thing stuck in your throat.
We've all felt that.
We've all felt it at times, and unless you've got something bigger than you and bigger than your fear that you're focused on, like my orphanage, when I get stuck and I feel, my gosh, I just can't go forward, I just can't pick that person up and ask for an order, I think about 20 little girls in an orphanage in Thailand going, come on, Shar, just keep going, just one more phone call, just one more thing, and it just moves you forward. So you have to have something bigger than you, so find your why.
And also, Shar, you obviously found your passion. What advice would you give for other women at home that they're looking at this moment, how do I connect with my passion? What is it that I should be doing at this point? How did you connect with your passion?
So that's quite a long answer. So I've got a real reason for opening my orphanage from my childhood and my upbringing. But what advice I would give to other people is I run seminars to actually help people find their why. But one of the advices I would give is actually think about all the things that light you up. So when you think and you're sitting there and go, right, I'm going to give you the day off. Money's not a problem, time's not a problem. You don't have to worry about picking kids up. I just want you to go do what you absolutely want and love to do. Whatever that is, that's starting to be your purpose and your passion and your flame. Then it's a matter of turning your passion into profit. So work out what you're amazing at and you love to do, then how do you monetize that? And the best way to do it is get a sheet of paper, write flame on one side, wax on the other, draw a line down the middle and start writing all the things that are in your flame. What do you love that lights you up? And what are all the things in the wax side that make you feel stuck, make you feel sick? You wake up and go, oh yuck, I have to do this today. That's not something you should ever have a business or career or anything in, because it's not going to keep you happy, it's not going to keep anyone happy. Always live in your flame, find your why.
Always live in your flame.
I like that.
I love that, always live in your flame. You have a book coming out called Broke to BMW.
I do.
What inspired you to write the book, and what can we expect from your book?
That's a great question. The book was written through my journey of losing my businesses with the Queensland floods. And I was 3 weeks away from declaring bankruptcy just before the flood. So the floods came through. I held on to my businesses about 6 months longer than I probably should have. And I faced this crossroad that some people face, where I could have gone back into the corporate industry and earned the big money and done the long days like I've done before, or launch my next business, which is now the Y Network. Right. And I made that decision to go forward on the basis that I would open my orphanage with some of the funds raised. So the lessons that I learned, so I actually had a lot of debt from the shops. I had a lot of designer fashion stock that had turned up with no customers anymore to buy them. So I was faced with massive debt, rent of the shops, all the bills just kept mounting up and mounting up. So I moved my businesses home, and over the next 18 months after I closed the shops, I repaid all of the debt without going bankrupt, then rebuilt myself financially enough to order my car, which is nicknamed Miss Mango because it's a mango-coloured BMW. So Miss Mango was my reward for working for 18 months, not going bankrupt. So I paid everyone that I owed, so I had integrity and felt good. And I then decided to write this book because I know I didn't go through all of that just for me. I know I went through that and thought outside of the box, and how do I repay this? How do I make money and generate without spending any money because I didn't have it? How did I do it? So I want this book to inspire just one person to know that there's hope for them, because if I can do it, they can do it. And the book will actually be a 12-month workbook. What did I do every month to survive? What did I do each month to pay my bills, to keep food on the table, to keep my kids in school, to keep all of that going on? And then a place for them to write down what they can do every month. So it'll be a 12-month workbook. There'll also be a webinar, which will be probably $40 a month, because these people are broke. They're probably facing bankruptcy like I was. And I want them to be able to afford this program to move forward. So that's my give back project for my lessons.
Oh, it sounds amazing. And what I like about that is you're giving the steps of, and this is how, because most people would read the book, for example, if it was just a book and go, well, that's great, but how? How? I wish she would hold my hand through this. So it sounds like, and why?
It's all about the why.
Oh, that's
Definitely.
amazing.
And what an amazing initiative also for other women being inspired by this book and going, I am there where you were when you were writing this book, or with your experiences, and hopefully through that workbook they can peel back the layers.
Absolutely.
And, you know, learn a bit more and
Absolutely.
you know, take it from there and be inspired to greater heights.
Exactly, and it is that saying, and I have that on the website, is that if I can do it, anyone can. I'm a year 11 student, you know, I haven't got uni degrees. I've just found ways to get things done by having a big enough reason to want to do it, getting out of my own way, and listening to great mentors along the way. So if I can help one person that buys the book to get out of that situation and have their own, whatever their BMW is for them, I'll be happy.
And you will most definitely, you have already. To find out how you can join Shar's Y Network, go to ynetwork.com.au. Also, for more on Shar's story and to get more advice on starting your own business, you can pre-order her book at broketobmw.com.au. Thank you so much, Shar, for coming on our show today and sharing your untold story with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fantastic.
It's a pleasure.
In the meantime, go to the Her Untold Story Facebook page to learn more about this week's topic, get a behind-the-scenes look at the show, and tell us your untold story.
Have a great week.
Many roads of travel, many doors have closed behind, but in my dreams a